Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Richie. Today I want to be looking over the indices, and I do want to look over a bit of crypto and give my update on my analysis. Let's go ahead and start with the Dow Jones. Based on the Dow Jones, on my analysis, support and resistance levels. As you can see on the daily, we did manage to close above the daily 9 EMA candle. Now, this could mean one of two things. Either we're building support right above here at 44,754, which could bring us to a big rally going into Friday's close. And honestly, if we do manage to hold up here, we could go all the way up to 45,660. It just depends on the market's conditions, and we have closed this gap right here, as you can see. And the reason I have this level right here is because we rejected it before over here, back in November, October, and we found support there, trying to make all-time highs, but ultimately it failed to hold above and just went down. But as you can see, we have been building a bit of support over here. And if we go down to the lower time frames here, as you can see, this is the aftermarket session. So futures is 23.6, and we are holding some pretty big wicks here on the 2 hours, which could further prove my thesis. Again, not 100% right all the time. I don't have a big win rate. I just go to base trading off levels, managing risk. But other than that, I just watch this level and today's high going into tomorrow. Moving on to the ES, it's kind of the same thing, except we did manage to close below resistance, which is not correlating to the Dow Jones, which never really does, but sometimes it does. We are holding the 9 EMA on the daily. My bad, this is the 4 hour. As you can see here, we're holding it right here, and we are moving up again. Going down to the smaller time frames, you are going up to that resistance. And honestly, if we could get it, if you trade futures, I'd honestly watch this level here, and we could get that rally to 61.22 to higher level 61.55. And if not, I can see it going back to 60.45 before a big move up. Then again, as you can see, why I chose these levels, we held support here, rejected off here, and over here on the daily, we rejected it as well. And as you can see here, this is where we build some support on the ES. But again, these are just my levels and what I think could happen at these levels. So please trade at your own risk. And now we move on to the NASDAQ. As you can see, we are moving up into that resistance. And again, it's kind of the same levels as the ES, just a little wider. And we are currently pushing it really hard right now in the after hours, which could bring us to an overnight gap up. I am going to be watching this since I do trade futures. I'm currently a funded trader with Apex Trader funding and wealth charts provided by Apex as well. But I don't really trade the NASDAQ unless I really see a big opportunity, like buying that support or resistance. So, the one I really am the best at is probably the ES. And honestly, I think it's way less risky than the NASDAQ, as you lose 20 points or make 20 points per dollar move. And moving on to crypto, as you can see on I'm not sure if you watched my previous video where I did talk about this level over here at 2,700. I did say if we held above it, we could get a rally up. Now the reason we had this drop was because of the tariff news affecting China, Canada, and Mexico. And we did actually get below that too, but we did manage to close above it as well, as you can see here on the daily. And we're still holding it. It just depends how the market reacts. I do think this is one of the best opportunities to get into crypto right now. Then again, you gotta follow your analysis as well. Moving on to Litecoin, which is my bread and butter. It did tank a significant amount, and I have an average of 115, and I'm holding a pretty heavy bag right now, and And back then I did buy it at 65 and sold it like at 120, but you know, I didn't buy a whole lot of it, and I just see this as the best opportunity in crypto right now besides Ethereum. And you know, like I said, honestly, we can get back above 112, 115. We can get that move to 183, and I don't think it would take too long to get there. Just some pretty good news, and the market should pump significantly. Um, but yeah, this is one of my long-term holds that I'm hoping pays off in the near future. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. If you guys have any requests, please drop them down in the comment section below, and I'll be glad to look them over in the next video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your trading week. Take care.